Okay, listen. This starts small, always does. You wake up. You tell yourself today is different. Today you are confident. Today you are calm. Today you will speak like a normal human person. 5 minutes later, you are still in bed, staring at your phone, watching a video you do not even like, just to avoid thinking. Because thinking leads to imagining, and imagining leads to panic. You imagine the meeting, the classroom, the store, the group chat. You imagine saying hello and immediately regret the tone. Was it too loud? Too soft? Too human? Your brain says, relax. Your body says, danger, red alert. Why is everyone looking at us? Abort mission. So you procrastinate. Not because you are lazy, but because avoidance feels productive. You scroll. You snack. You reorganize your room for the fourth time. Suddenly, your sock drawer is a work of art. All to avoid one thing: being perceived. Because being perceived feels illegal. Like you skipped a tutorial everyone else watched. Other people talk easily. They interrupt. They laugh mid-sentence. They exist loudly. Meanwhile, you rehearse ordering coffee, in your head, for 12 minutes. Hi, can I get a latte? No, that sounds rude. Hi, sorry, can I maybe get a latte? Why did I apologize? Abort. And then you get to the counter. They ask, how are you? And your brain blue screens. Good. Fine. Thanks, you too. Why did I say you too? They did not say anything about themselves. Congratulations. You will remember this moment forever. Your brain stores it like evidence. See, this is why we do not speak. You tell yourself you will be confident tomorrow. Tomorrow is always confident. Today is survival. And the wild part? No one notices. Everyone is too busy thinking about themselves. But your anxiety does not care about logic. It wants certainty. It wants control. It wants you silent and safe. So you joke less. You talk less. You shrink a little. Not because you have nothing to say, but because saying it feels risky. And if you feel this too, if your chest tightens, if you overthink eye contact, if you replay conversations from 2014, you are not broken. You are human. At some point, you realize something funny. You are not scared of people. You are scared of yourself around people. You trust them. You do not trust your mouth. Your mouth might overshare. Your mouth might go quiet. Your mouth might say something weird like, wow, weather exists today. And then you go home, lie on your bed, stare at the ceiling, and replay it like a courtroom drama. Why did I say that? Why did I smile there? Why did I breathe like that? You imagine alternate versions of yourself. Cool you. Calm you. The version of you that says things effortlessly. That version does not exist. But your brain uses it against you anyway. Social anxiety is basically your brain saying, what if we embarrass ourselves? And then answering itself with, yes, definitely. So you try to prepare. You watch videos, you read tips, you tell yourself you got this. You practice confidence like it is a math formula. Smile plus eye contact plus relaxed posture equals normal. Except real life does not pause. People talk fast. Moments pass quickly. And your brain is still loading. So you laugh late. You respond slow. You nod like a dashboard toy. Then comes the exhaustion. Not physical, mental. Because being hyper-aware all day is tiring. You monitor tone, volume, facial expression, posture. You are not living. You are performing. And the joke is, you are performing for an audience that is not paying attention. Everyone is busy worrying about their own awkward moments, their own weird laugh, their own, what did I just say? Social anxiety convinces you that you are under a spotlight, but most of the time, the light is off. The room is empty. and you are shadowboxing ghosts. Sometimes you avoid things entirely: parties, calls, opportunities. You say you are busy. You say, maybe next time. You say you are tired. And sometimes you are, because carrying fear quietly is exhausting. But here is the twist, the part no one tells you. Avoidance feels good short term. It feels like relief, like safety, until your world gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And that is when the loneliness sneaks in, quietly, politely, and you start wishing you spoke more, tried more, showed up more. So, what do you do with all this? The overthinking, the fear, the constant internal commentary? You stop trying to be fearless. Because fearless people are fictional, like dragons or productivity influencers who wake up at 5 a.m. Instead, you aim for curious. What if this goes okay? What if I say something weird and survive? What if nothing terrible happens? Because most of the time, nothing does. You realize embarrassment is not fatal. Awkwardness is not permanent. Cringe fades. You have lived through worse. You will live through this. And sometimes you still mess up. You stutter. You overshare. You say you too again. And the world keeps spinning. Root of it, honestly. Social anxiety tells you every moment defines you. Reality says moments pass. You start talking to yourself differently. Not nicer, just fairer. You stop interrogating every sentence. You stop punishing yourself for being human. And slowly, very slowly, you stay in situations a little longer. You speak once when you normally would not. You laugh without checking if it was correct. You exist without editing. And something strange happens. Nothing explodes. No one gasps. No one announces, "Remember that awkward thing you did?" People forget, move on, live. And you realize the cage was never locked. You were just holding the door shut. So if you are watching this, heart racing, mind loud, wondering why something so small feels so hard, you are not weak. You are wired for caution, and that can be softened with practice, with patience, with self-respect. You do not need to become someone else. You just need to stop fighting who you already are. Now tell me this. What is one tiny moment that still lives rent-free in your head? The awkward one, the funny one, the one no one else remembers. Drop it in the comments. Let it go. Together.